everyone, Lord here, and welcome back to some more Game of Thrones 2nd edition footage. This is the final table of a recent league we had here in Bulgaria, and I am actually playing in this game. I am on the left with Martell Fealty. And anyway, joining me on this commentary is that one Night's Watch player from Bulgaria that's always in Discord, a.k.a. Ivan Ivanov, a.k.a. Vancho. How are you, Vancho?
Hi everyone, I'm fine.
Yes, so I do believe you are also playing in this game on the right with...
It is possible.
Oh no, you are playing Night's Watch. Who would have guessed that?
Yeah. No one expected.
Right, so this is our first tournament with the second pack. So you will see us experimenting with some new cards, or well, just putting staples in the decks in the case of Craven, spoiler.
No! Come on, don't tell my tech.
Yeah, right. So, not very surprising that most Night's Watch decks run Craven at this point. It's just such a good card.
I'm a little bit experimenting. I'm biased about everyone's telling that winter is better. I don't trust them.
Yeah, it's very unusual. You're playing summer here, which not very common out of Night's Watch. I like it, but you know, not many people do.
Yeah, we have problem with money, and our draw is reserve always. So, money and reserve.
Seems like a good combination. So we had some setups here. You set up the wall. Pretty lucky there.
All day long.
Yeah.
Probably that's why I'm on the table.
And maybe that might be it. You know, better lucky than good, as they say. But well, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, some messenger ravens, an old forest hunter. You know, to shit those bad cards for 1 gold.
The worst. They don't have icons. Why do we?
I don't know. On my side, there's some bastard daughters.
More bastard daughters.
Yeah, I pretty much have the economy package with the scavenger, the economy location, and the bastard daughters are representing my threat to, I don't know, discard cards out of your huge hand. Okay, we have the opening plots. It's a sneak attack versus a here to serve. Not very surprising on the Night's Watch side. Here to serve a staple in Night's Watch decks, wouldn't you say?
In the current meta, yes, too much target kill, as people are complaining, but better safe than sorry. I would have loved to have it a dupe in my hand, but we cannot always go back, and we played. I got lost in the round versus you, so I can't go away.
Right, yes, so we should mention that we did play in the Swiss rounds. This is, as I said, the final table, so we already kind of know what we're running, although, not much of a surprise with both of these archetypes. They are kind of popular in the current meta. So, opener with sneak attack, that very much means that you are first. And there we go, shitting the first card that you don't want. I do believe that was in the draw phase.
Of course, everything.
Yeah, just optimizing that Forest Hunter just a little bit. We have some economy online. And a ranging party. Pretty good, not a bad first turn. Considering you have the wall, you have all 3 icons in play, and oh, there we go. We're moving into the card and playing a turning ground, so setting up some shenanigans right there.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see. So I have 5 gold, 2 reducers, and the fealty. In case somebody got confused, that is a fealty card, by the way.
Tip from you, by the way, shuffling cards constantly.
Ah, yes. Very common thing, shuffling cards constantly while thinking, but some of us do it more than others. Very bad habit. Very soothing, though.
I know what you're going to have fun.
Oh, yes. This is going to be a very interesting turn right here.
Come on.
So you must be thinking, oh, yes, 3 reducers and 5 gold. What could you be thinking about? Like, you can play everything.
I know you have one. I assume you have one in hand. I didn't expect the other one. So
here's me doing the complicated mathematics of
playing 2 cards this turn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very complicated mathematics there.
How do I 2 plus 5? Complicated. I did have some alternative plays that I was planning to do. I do believe I had an REN, so I was thinking if that would be a better venue of approach. Like the way I was planning it, like my secondary plan was just to do a big attack, for the sneak attack and not kneel out the wall. But in the end, I do believe I decided on, kneeling the wall has to be my first priority.
And other. I think your play was fine because if you didn't play it now, later may have been late because of some tech in my deck. As you are aware of it, so I think it was a good decision.
So here I do believe I'm not committing yet. I'm going for the Green Blood Trader just to see if my alternative plan, can get some more, things to support it. In hindsight, I probably should have shown some of the cards to the camera, but it's fine.
It's secret. Let's see if we'll catch mistakes.
Oh, maybe.
I'm always...
Anyway, so we have 3 gold and a Venomous Blade. The target is Maester Amon. You may have noticed me reading him earlier. That was to check if he can save himself. Yes, he can.
He can save everyone.
Yeah.
Almost.
And Venomous Blade number 2, target, guess what? Maester Amon.
Yep, you might have seen my head shake.
Yep.
I mean, from here on, it's an uphill battle for me, 100%, so...
Pretty much. Maester Amon is very keen Night's Watch decks. They don't do well against Military Claim, and that's why...
No, we do pretty well versus Military Claim, but the target kill in the outside phases, and basically that card hits 80% of my characters or more.
Well, that too, but I mean that as you're a faction without locations which give you gold, your reducer chuds are much harder to give for claim. Whereas as Martell, I can give them away much more freely since they mean a lot less to me. They're just another icon, another gold. For you, it's pretty much the only gold you're gonna get.
Yep, my YOLO play.
Yeah, there you go. So
I mean,
the watch has need.
So the watcher needs. I named Stuart to find Dolores in my top 7 cards.
Yes, I was actually amazed at this play. I was like, oh, he can't block me for sure. And then he did that, and I was like, oh no, there's actually a chance I might get screwed over.
Yeah, but I found only Samuel.
Yes, there is no Dolores in top 7.
Yeah, but it was, I mean, I was losing cards, so I decided 1 for 1 is good at this point. I mean, I didn't expect to find only one because it's a very solid. I have almost equal number of Stuarts and Rangers in the deck, so I was going, okay, if I find it, I'm still in the game. If I don't find it, it will be a problem.
Yep.
For me, so.
But sadly didn't find it, so my entry goes unopposed, the wall kneels down, let's see what I get. And it's a Castle Black and a Samuel. Well, for that Samuel, all I can say is easy come, easy go. So
yeah. And dominance for me because why?
Because you have a bunch of strength. You have the wall, which increases the strength of your characters significantly. I do have only choice.
I recall I didn't do attacks for some reason.
You were first.
I wanted to.
You were first.
Yeah, I was first, but I wanted to defend whatever you throw. So yeah.
Yep. Plus, I guess you were kind of gambling on that Dolores play.
Also, I couldn't do military because I don't want the blades in your hand back.
Yep.
So.
The blade, as we found out, is actually a very good card against Night's Watch. So it's extremely lucky that I managed to keep 2 in my opening hand.
How many are you running?
2. Surprise.
Yes.
But yeah. Oh, that's the main reason I kept the hand at all. But it's also
with
very
the
lucky.
2 bastard daughters and the.
So we have a Vaes Riddle against a Song of Summer. So unsurprisingly, I do believe you are first since I win initiative. If I win initiative, you're always first. So.
I mean, I could tell you, I missed my old deck where my initiative was 5+. This one doesn't have that many because some are pots. But no, it was 3+ because here the surface only 3. Everything else was above in my old deck. But
so there's some initiative for you. I don't think it'll stick around much, but yeah.
Oh my god, I use it.
Yep. And 2 more gold. And we have a Mr. Benjen hitting the board, so a bit less incentive for me to do military challenges now, and my stealth is a lot less effective. Not that I have any in play, but potentially.
You don't have stealth.
Well, Quentin has stealth,
Right.
so that's pretty relevant.
Yeah, it will be. Although Benjin carried me a game
Anyway,
earlier around, so
at this point, I do have a bunch of economy going. Usually, this deck has some problems with economy. That's why it's a fealty deck and not a
I'm
crossing
chucking
deck.
cards. I'm chucking cards. Another Raven.
Yeah.
Smart.
Um,
I'm digging for. I have to find my higher strength character.
yeah. So there we go. I have a lot of economy play. As I said, economy is a problem of this deck. That's why it's a fealty and not a crossing. I do love crossing. But economy is a problem, so that's why it's fealty. But since I have some economy in play, I think it's gonna be pretty good selling for me from now on. I have a lot of high cost cards here. Let's see.
Also, the new additions from the last packs, you can use fealty every turn without a problem. I think,
Pretty much yes, because
which is
the
a very big boom currently for the deck.
here we go, the attained on Samuel. I do run some icon removal attachments, and usually against Night Sword they're completely dead cards, but well,
You don't have forest.
true, yes. And I am really happy that I found somebody to put them on this turn. So we have an imprisoned on Benjamin removing a military icon, and attained on Samuel removing, well, his only icon. So
Comet
yeah.
usual jest when we're at this stage of the game, but probably I could have done few attacks. No, power is not very relevant here I think.
So there we go. There's a Nightmares on Ariane.
Yeah, I don't want things to
Shenanigans. Yeah. You're pretty scared of shenanigans. It's an intrigue, by the way. But yes, you block with your only available block, and you remove the card from your hand to gain one goal. Well, I mean, better than losing a to intrigue claim.
Yes. I don't know. This is a habit I gained recently doing when I know the word but I didn't get it originally. Small things.
Yep, it's the small things that matter. So there we go. There's a power with Mr. Only Power icon. Gets blocked by Benjen. And there's a military with the Bastard's Daughter.
I shall block it.
Yes, I do believe so.
Did you hate Hoto from the start? I think it was there very fast.
I do believe there is a Hota in my hand, yes. It was part of my plan for this turn, actually.
That terrible card nightmares.
It's an amazing card. I'm really sad that some of my more recent decks haven't really had the space to run it. I do have the habit of, making the deck and then putting 3 Nightmares in as like the first card. It's like, make a Graveyard deck, 3 Nightmares. Make a Martell deck, 3 Nightmares. It's the first step of deck building for me.
On the recent podcasts, they mentioned that you have to be very smart with those because I heard people were playing events wrong, so
I see.
it's a statement that it's probably true to some extent, but we'll see.
Perhaps.
I think a wildfire is coming.
I was considering it simply because of the Venomous Blades and the fact that you lose stuff as well. Yeah, so there we go. Wildfire against Summer Harvest. You are first, as usual.
Yep.
And I do believe I will...
I think I lose my hand here. Oh no, I refilled to 4, so...
Yeah, but you will still lose like a bunch of cards just because I am most likely killing the Bastard Daughters. They are the least valuable card in play. Plus they have Venomous Blades on them, which will return to hand. So
you continue your onslaught.
pretty much looking at your board, whichever 3 cards you keep, one of them will be vulnerable to Venomous Blade. So
Yeah, I think I keep the Forest Hunter and kill the Reducer and Samuel.
yeah, I do believe so. Samuel is kind of useless with that icon attachment on him, so
I was wondering if I can keep it and remove the attachment, but I have one already dead, and for Snow will do the same thing if it comes, so
pretty much yes.
I killed him to keep the...
Right, so it's Samuel and the Reducer, so leaving you with 0 intrigue icons this turn. I remove the 2 Bastard Daughters, return the 2 Venomous Blades to hand. Remember kids, that card is not terminal. And we get rid of a Messenger Raven and a...
Sword in the darkness.
Exactly, so I know you already have one more Messenger Raven in hand, so... it leaves me with just one card and no.
There was it. Ari shot face.
Yep.
I drew
Very relevant since you don't have intrigue icons. I do believe that's the one card that stayed in your hand. You had it from last turn, and
Yeah.
that's why you did your play the way you did it. Because you knew that you would be able to, potentially at least defend the intrigue with Ari, or oppose it at least.
It was. I mean, it was chance for you to get it. I don't recall if I found the second one. I know I will find the second one during the game, but I don't recall if I had two from the Raven. I have in my hand that's Alistair and Ari.
Alistair, Ari, and Messenger Raven, I do believe, are the
Yeah.
cards in your hand. So you passed without doing anything, instant suspicion.
Yeah.
Right, so Venomous Blade, kill off the Forest Hunter.
At the end of the phase.
Yes, at the end of the phase.
I decided to check card, but I don't think I can afford to.
Well-
I didn't play the other Raven because of the Venomous Blade. So
you
I
didn't
don't.
wanna
I
lose
didn't
it, I
want
see.
to come. I mean, you can poison someone twice, but
Mhm.
you lose benefit from it. So I decided not to play it then. We'll see if it was worth it. Also, if it was a turn where if I got the initiative and you didn't save money for it, I could have played the Raven and continued drawing, because for now they draw me like 4 cards.
Right. That's a fair point. I mean, considering you know that I have the goal for the second Venomous Blade, it's
Yeah.
probably a smart play. Since you would just lose it for no reason. I would attach the Venomous Blade to Ariane and then just bounce both. So,
Yeah, so I know there too you hit reserve, I think, once or twice.
I do believe so. I am playing actually a quite low amount of cards. I usually, play a lot more cards, but here it was very important for me to play specific cards. So Venomous Blade, obviously, which counters your deck.
Suspicious 6 gold there.
Yeah,
Is it
suspicious. Five gold. Very suspicious because that's the exact cost of one specific card.
So, although you don't need it, but it's a good addition.
I
to-
don't need it,
to
but
jump it.
I don't think I had anything relevant at hand. I do believe I had a Quentin, so one of my plays was potentially reducing Quentin. But Quentin has a lot less value with Benjamin play just because I cannot stealth any of your things. So having a backup plan, I mean, I already saw
That's
Nightmares.
my favorite magic text on Benji. Not that it gives to power everyone.
Yes, pretty much. I mean, I could jump Ariel with Ariane, but I already know you're playing Nightmares since you played one, the last turn. So I don't think I wanted to risk it.
Yeah, we were laughing that why I came the gold here.
Yeah.
So it was either Ari or
Or Alistair, yeah. I actually said, which one do you have? Do you have Ari or do you have Alistair? So I did, the intrigue first to check for Ari, and it was, Ari and Alistair, as I found out in a bit.
Here I'm wondering if I want to use the Castle Black or no. The 5 goal is telegraphed for me that you have
Ario Hota.
Ariyohata, so if you wanna commit to the intrigue, it has to be here, I think.
Yep.
Because I mean, I think you win it, but the next challenges you won't win unopposed, I think, if you don't use now. So I'm checking this nightmare again.
Yeah. This frickin' Venomous Blade.
Yeah.
How does it work?
It kills the
Right, so unopposed, get one claim,
and
and there's the second Jumper Man.
yeah. Can't wait to find for power one.
So I noted the card in
I
my
think
hand.
we'll get one for power as well.
Very likely, yes. The way things are going, it's very likely that you get another guy for power.
Similar to the Wars.
I'm
I
hoping,
hope it's not expensive as Alistair.
I hope he's at least a little bit harder to trigger than Dolores. Dolores just jumps in whenever.
All 3 jump. Yeah, the Wars is action, so but she's reaction. So yeah.
Sure. Alright, so I'm considering some options here, but
You got your unopposed already, so
Yeah.
here you see some of my goals. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I defend the military. Oh, you jump and blade, and so I don't defend the military here then. Because it's 8, 9.
well, you do oppose it.
Yeah, I
There's
do,
no
but
point
if I
not to oppose it.
it.
8. So I have 9, you have, I do believe. So he goes away, he gives you 2 power.
And the deck.
Yes.
It's
Power.
And a power, just to kneel out your guy.
Yes,
I
I think I
guess.
take dominance.
Yes, you do have 1 gold left over. If you were, looking at this game just from the power totals, right now it's 2 on 6, you'd be thinking, oh my god, Night's Watch is so far ahead. But
No.
look at his board state. You are getting absolutely demolished. Like, the Venomous Blade removing most of your characters is just crippling you in this game. You are only left with the high strengthers, which usually come at a very high cost.
Yeah, March. I think I don't recall. When did you play here? Do you remember? I don't.
I do not, but I would think that March is not a bad play because I would lose a Green Blood Trader and I would lose a forecast character.
I was wondering between counting and.
Oh, it's heads on spikes because I know that there's a Messenger Raven in your hand.
Yeah.
So it's just gain 2 power. Plus remove 1 draw and
It's interesting that you chose me first again, so.
I will.
I know, I think you went first then. You choose to go first, so you trigger your post first.
No, I do believe I chose you to be first, but you decided to just kill off the Messenger Raven instead of risking to draw into Benjamin or something like that and losing that.
Yeah.
So we see a second copy of Ari in your hand,
Yeah.
which will help you a bit with the military claim, because obviously your chuds will not help you against the blade.
I think I drew economy and useless stuff, so.
Yeah, so you played a Rose Road and a Dupe of Ari. Let's see if you do anything else.
Probably I have some events. I think I may have milk, but it doesn't work. This board. I was looking for Cravens, technically, to stop some of the attackers.
Yep, those.
The being Hota or the.
I do believe Hota has no attachments, but.
No, he's not. He's not push white.
Oh, right, okay. You are right.
I
it's
wanted
number
to
five.
stop the Green Blood Trader for a cheeky intrigue challenge. Because. But with the Attainted and Imprisoned in your hand.
Yep, you do know I have them, so.
Yeah, I know, they're there.
So, Ari got an Attained,
Yep.
which is like your weakest icon. And I don't know if I do give it an Imprisoned
I
here
do
as well.
not agree with this statement, but. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I just played an Aryan instead. Sorry, an Emeria instead. I could have played the Attained, the Imprisoned rather, but I just chose to play Nymeria because she does pretty much the same thing.
Yep.
Plus, I can possibly remove a more relevant icon. Say the power icon? So that way I would have 2 unopposed challenges, so the entry and the power challenge.
I'll be so happy if we see a sword that gives power icon.
That's also quite possible.
At some point in the future, but wishful thinking, I don't think we'll get one because it makes our shoots a lot stronger.
Well, looking at the cards you got this cycle so far,
I'm
mean,
not complaining.
Yeah. Night Sword's going pretty strong in the track record for this cycle, so.
Yeah. Last night I talked with someone from in Facebook that he was complaining that the first cycle was very stronger than the second, and when I asked him what he plays, he said I play one yes.
Yeah, for Lannister, yes.
First cycle was stronger, but I think currently it's not bad place for the game. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm also still kind of on the fence.
Power.
Yep.
Challenge. Renown. One from me, nearing the wall. Something I'm missing currently in that version of the deck is the veteran builders. We talked many times about them, but I
Road?
just can't find space in the currently. I like them all, but their place is taken by Halder, and I'm not taking Halder out of the deck. So
Yeah, Holder is pretty amazing in Night's Watch. I would say that he's very much a centerpiece of the defensive build. I mean, he can just give so much strength to people.
it doesn't work for the Venomous Blade, right?
Yeah, that really annoying new card.
Yes.
Overall, my tests with Venomous Blade so far, as I said, have been quite positive. It seems to pretty much always have a target, and while it's not great against certain houses,
You can kill Brown.
I
which
know,
is linchpin.
I know, but for example, against like I don't know, Targaryen or Greyjoy, it's not that useful. It does have a couple of targets, but it's not amazing. Plus, I mean, you're paying 3 gold. Usually, that's the cost of the character you kill anyway. So, still, against certain other houses, it very much. Okay, so here's me winning initiative because you did not play your King's Road.
No, I played the road.
Yeah, but you could have played the King's Road and won initiative here. So,
The milk.
there we go. The milk that you kept gets removed by Nymeria is safe.
Yeah, for now.
For now, yes.
I don't recall. Did I nightmare? I mean, there is a fist bump there, so I think I drew another milk.
But as I was saying, it's not that strong against certain houses, but against other houses, it just wins you the game by itself, like against Night's Watch, as you can see.
Yeah.
It's basically the Venomous Blade that's winning me this game.
I mean, it's the card that won the game first turn, I think.
Pretty much.
There is probably a chance for me to come back if some cards showed up in the deck. We didn't see them. I don't know if. I mean, if I have an option to reset the board without the.
There's you shaking your head because Ari has no icons at this point.
I don't think these things have to be. I think they have to be terminal at some point or change them in a way. They're very. I mean, I'm not afraid of them in as a Nightwatch player, but I still have Rattleshot Traders in my deck, so that's how impactful they are.
They're very powerful. I think if they were terminal, they would not be played that much. And honestly, I think that Martell can play without these attachments like completely, but I'm not so sure about terminal clause. I think that Maester, which or was it a Maester? That character that Greyjoy gets in the 3rd or 4th chapter, I'm not sure. The one that makes all attachments terminal. You know the one I'm talking about. You've seen this.
It's in the Wyan box. It's not in a chapter.
Oh.
I think it's in the Wyan box.
Whatever. You know which guy I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's Alea, Olea.
Right. So I think that is like a good solution to these non-terminal attachments, but I don't think like eroding them to terminal would be the solution.
My favorite thing in my board to the dual power charge.
Yes, this is me being a complete dumbass. So I was just like,
people always ask me why do you play this board, because people
fuck
sometimes
it up.
Fuck it up.
Well, it was just a combination of me trying to be way too careful for my own good. I was trying to avoid getting Sword of Darkness, because usually you do a chud challenge. So I was like, oh, why don't I just do a big challenge? And I completely forgot that the reason I'm not doing the big challenge is the plot. So, but at this point, like, I feel that I have such a big advantage in the game that I don't really mind making a mistake, even though that's a colossal mistake right there.
It gave me one more turn, but it didn't matter, I think, in the end.
Pretty much. I mean, this game is very much a
considering
lockdown.
that you kept the blades in your hand the whole time.
Very much so.
I don't recall.
So this is the only turn where I choose to be first because I do not want the plots to screw me over completely. I do have a couple of really valuable characters, so there's me reconsidering because I was like, what should I discard? The Greenblood Trader or the unique Arya Hota? Arya Hota was the right choice.
Didn't brought any benefits as well. Not Benjen, Quentin.
Quentin, yes. I did not kill him because there's no one to shoot. Yeah. Those 6 strength ranging parties are not very, Quentinable. So. But still, I kept my 3 strongest characters. We have a Renowner, we have a Stealther, we have a Nymeria. I mean, I don't know what to call her. She's great, but...
Benjen is not around.
Yeah.
He's somewhere in the deck. I like my previous game where I killed him 4 times without the wall.
That's one way to get power. I mean, you don't need the wall when you can kill Benjen 4 times, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I found it every time with the watch his needs, so I was very happy. I was losing the game constantly. From pressure, I played versus Stark Field heavily. I was losing constantly under pressure, but for some reason there was Winterfell and no winter enough.
Right, so
your dream come true.
Yeah, there's
3 cards.
Yeah, there's the other new card, Starfall Cavalry. It draws you 1 card or 3 cards if you have 3 or more used plots. And I think that my hand was way too full, but I played it just because, well, first off, it's a big character, but second off, I just really wanted to play it and actually get 3 cards. I do believe there were better things to play in my hand, but at this point,
I
again,
think Ariane is in your hand.
yes, I do believe so.
But
Again,
you still have go through it. Hota is back in your no.
No, Hota is not back in my hand.
March him.
yes,
I recall him coming back at some point.
perhaps we will see him. Maybe from the 3 cards I drew. Haha. But the point here,
But there is again that 25 gold.
yes. So the main point here, though, is that I feel that the game is so far in my favor that I can afford to play these not so optimal plays just to dig for potential answers to what you may draw. So I don't think that my board needs more help. So I'm playing a card which doesn't really help my board, the Starfall Cavalry, but draws me cards which may help me in future turns or may help me if you have any tricks.
I think you took the power icon.
I do believe so.
I paid 1. Why do I pay 1?
Well, let's see. Remember, I am first this turn,
You're
so
first, yes. I'm usually.
you're usually first. Yes, I do like to give other people.
This deck can play both cases. It likes to be second most of the time, but
Which is kind of on par with most Nightwatch decks.
yeah.
Right, so
I think in the meta currently everyone wants to play second except Greyjoys, which is relevant. Yeah, you did the power challenge.
right. I do know that both. Well, actually, I thought that both my challenges would be opposed, but I was just making sure there's no Alistair Thorn. As I found out later, you only play 1. But if I tried to go for the unopposed military, you could have had an Alistair Thorn, and
No, I played
things might have
2.
got complicated.
We cut 1 afterwards.
Ah, right.
I played
So-
2 Alistair, 2 Ari in this version of the deck.
Right. So
We will see how it will evolve with the next chapter pack because we have to find space for Torrent.
right. Plus, you do have the Arya in hand. You did return her for her effect, so
Yeah.
I know you have her.
I didn't marshal her because I know your attachments are back in your hand.
Yes, exactly.
Being cheap. I think it was an interest challenge, which I tried to defend.
Yep.
It looks like I have something I want to keep in my hand, but considering I didn't pay for art.
I don't
I
think
think
you
I have watched his knees.
there you go.
I paid for art.
paid her dues. And there's an Arya Hotez. So I do believe I drew him from the 3 extra cards, which I drew with Starfall Cavalry. So there you go. The greedy plays paying off.
I think I have something I want to consider. I think I stopped. I stopped.
You stop.
The stealth or the renown?
I think the Renown because he doesn't have stealth this turn.
Oh yeah, you're first. So
Yes.
I think I figured it out in the.
So there's
will-
poor old Eamon.
Good old Amon.
Well, at least you didn't discard a card you wanted. Like I doubt Amon was the one you wanted to keep. So
I think I have the watch his needs. I removed a gold by moving Amon, by the way. So, but we'll see. I think I will. I don't have power icon there. I think I do challenges here. For the sake of it. Intrigue.
or well, I think you first have to oppose my military challenge, which is coming at you.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's opposed, and the ranging party dies. And intrigue, I do believe. So you can see just how many cards I have in hand here when I fan them out. Yeah, there you go. So I have a couple cards in hand.
There are more than you need, and Sunspear.
Yes,
That's the new edition we saw in Fracas.
Yes.
Where people are opening Sunspear.
With sneak attack, yes,
With
sneak
sneak
attack
attack.
and Sunspear, yes. This deck is very much based on that deck with a couple of tweaks, obviously, especially for the new cards.
I'm considering. I think my last. I don't recall currently my last one. I think it's Com.
So I discard the
Is it
Attained. I mean, it doesn't do anything. And I discard a House Deep Knight. So I do believe I still have 2 Venomous Blades in my hand.
Yeah, I know. I didn't see that going. So that was the card I was looking for because if you don't.
Right, so you return to hand, I do believe in Taxation.
I believe so, and here is.
Yep, and you have the Watch as Needs.
Yes, but I think I name again Rangers because almost yours are hit except the Wars. Or hit by the venom.
Or actually, I would guess this is in dominance because in taxation would have lost your gold, but I guess it's in dominance.
It's in dominance.
I kind of just prematurely stood up my cards and stuff. It doesn't really matter, I think.
Right. Oh, yeah,
There's a ranger. There's a ranger. There's a ranger. So you have 3 rangers right there.
Yep. There is the Craven. We can see him never coming, never showing. It's a good face.
Yeah. You really wish you could name Craven on that, don't you?
It says character on it. I looked at it. Else you can find the watchers on the wall because it has a ranger trait.
Oh, that's very nice.
But the card says characters.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I mean it was the first thing I get.
Right.
Calm was the first.
Yes, that is KoS over Westeros. I do believe that is the promo from Bottom Fracas. Shout out to those guys. That was a pretty awesome tournament.
Yeah.
We did awful, but it was a pretty awesome tournament.
Oh, we don't.
Yeah, we don't speak about it, but
Yeah.
anyway, you have named Power Challenge.
Sounds reasonable.
Yep. So there's me showing that it's Power Challenge with the token. Don't really have a habit of using tokens for things they're not supposed to be used for. Hint, hint, you know,
I
people...
mean, that is common for our meta. I think I don't recall anyone using tokens to remove icons, to indicate icons, or we go
Or
by-
strength or something
strength,
like that. Yes.
People get angry at me talked about when I don't label all my.
Yeah.
strength because-
It's just kind of a, I guess, a difference in cultures, or at least from what I've noticed. Like in Flea Bottom, I don't remember anyone removing icons with the.
There were some people. One guy I saw, he kept buttons
Right.
for shirts in different colors. That's what he used
for the
tokens.
icons. Interesting.
Yes,
Interesting.
it was very interesting.
That's a very interesting way to do it.
And there were obviously he put some effort in because all are matching like the colors on the cards and
Mm-hmm.
they were the exact size
Oh.
because now everywhere where you see the tokens they are either too big or too small or
Yeah,
take too
well,
much space of the card.
True.
mean,
Although it's
All the cards have awesome arts. Don't put tokens on them, please.
I
Except
would-
renown.
I would agree
Very
there.
important. I think I played only Benjen.
Let's see.
I have a King's Road there.
Right. So there's Benjen.
I think it's
Yeah. Pretty sad state of
the
affairs.
game is pretty much over. I
Yeah,
think at this.
yeah. Very
but
much so.
considering the first no turn, I know that Ariel will go back to hand, so we are just going through the motions here. I think.
Yep.
Just
Pretty much.
to finish the game, he's like
Pretty much. There's me doing
insult
the.
to injury.
Yeah. This is like advanced level BM. Just wanted to make sure, just in case you don't finish the game this turn, but it's pretty much over. Ariel comes back. There's an attain for you, imprison, just to
Yeah.
be mean. Ariel's back in hand. I have exactly 5 gold because of 2 Rose Roads, so pretty much whatever way I do things in,
Already grows.
use the game. You don't have gold, so I guess if you had a Dolores Ed, you could do something, but I think I still win dominance and that wins me the game, so
Yes, I think I would have given to more power. I think, but it doesn't change the fact that the game is
right,
we're
so that's a
just
power
going-
challenge from Naimira. Remember, I have no claim because you have calm for power.
Yeah.
There's an intrigue, I do believe.
Not the Warros,
Yeah.
lucky bastard. And
That one was just sticking out. It was just sticking out. Anyway, there's Aragon and military challenge. You get to power, I get power, and that's game over.
yeah, it's game over.
Yeah.
So
I did have Iron Hand again, so it wouldn't have really mattered.
yeah, I knew. So we talked. There's background of people saying, "Why didn't you do this or this?" And
Anyway, that is the game from us. Expect some more footage in the near future. But before we go, we just want to remind you that on the 22nd and 23rd of October, over here in Sofia, Bulgaria, we're going to be organizing our first big international tournament. It is Vaes Bulghar. And remember to come check us out, visit us. We promise a lot of fun times and pretty good opponents. So make sure to check that out. You can find the links in the description down here, and probably I'll post them somewhere on Facebook too.
I mean, they're posted almost everywhere currently. So
Yeah, we're spamming pretty hard, so check it out and maybe come visit us. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.